Hello, thank you so much for joining us on Sports Hub. This is the first program after the elections, and congratulations to the president-elect, Hakainde Hichilema, who also be the Football Association of Zambia FAR's patron. Wow, and I'm sure sports fraternity to be expecting a lot from the president-elect. Thank you so much for joining us on the program that gives sports personalities a chance to share their stories. My name is Modern Sinkal. On tonight's program, I have interesting guests, and I'll also give you English Premier League as well as Spanish La Liga results. You can be part of the program by calling the number that will be displayed on the screen. In terms of how much you know your sports personalities segment, I'm happy last week's quiz was correctly answered by a caller from Mundola. And last week's quiz was about Godfrey Yuka Chitalu, who was a prolific footballer, prolific striker, who scored in 1972 116 goals. Though these, some of these goals, 9 goals were scored during the Continental Championship before the league actually kicked off in Zambia. So the 9 goals were not counted, so they only count the 107 goals which were scored when the league had started. So that's him. He unfortunately died in 1993 alongside the 29 others during that fateful plane crash. So that's Godfrey Yuka Chitalu. I have another quiz for you. I'd like you to identify the following photo. Who is that sports personality in that photo? Well, he's also a legend in Zambian sports. Do you know that man in that photo? I'll be waiting for your calls. Somewhere midway through the program, I'll be able to display the photo again so that you can identify the photo. How much do you know your sports personalities? Right, so that's a segment we call identifying your sports personalities. So later on, I'll be introducing my guests to the program, to the set. But before that, let me just give you some selected results from the weekend. Let me start with the FAR's Women's Super League rescheduled Week 9 results, played on Saturday, 14th August 2021. It was Lusaka Dynamos ladies, 0, Green Buffaloes 2. So Green Buffaloes bouncing back on a brighter note. Then Red Arrows 4, Yasa Queens 4. So there were only 2 games that were played. These were rescheduled Week 9 games. Then from Zambia, I go to South Africa. In the South African MTN 8 quarterfinals, played on Saturday. It was Golden Arrows 2, SuperSport United 2. The game went to penalties, and Golden Arrows won 4-3 on penalties. And the other game on Saturday, it was Orlando Pirates 1 and Swallows, Morocco Swallows 2. Then on Sunday, 15th August, was Mamelodi Sundowns 2, Kaizer Chiefs 2. Then on penalties, Sundowns won by 2-1, on penalties. And we saw Mwene scoring a classic penalty, beating his rival from Kaizer Chiefs, Itumeleng Kune. He was embarrassed in that penalty that Mwene took. And then Amazulu 1, Cape Town City 2. So in terms of the semi-finals, it will be Golden Arrows taking on Mamelodi Sundowns on 28th August. Then Cape Town City will be up against Morocco Swallows. Those are semi-final fixtures in the MTN Cup, South African MTN Cup, MTN 8 Cup. Then in the English Premier League on Friday, it was Brentford, the newcomers who are coming into the league. They last played in the Elite League like 74 years ago, and they came back to beat Arsenal by 2-0. That was on Friday, 13th August. Then on Saturday, it was Manchester United 5, Leeds United 1, Burnley 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 2, Chelsea 3, Crystal Palace 0, Everton 3, Southampton 1, Leicester City 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Watford 3, Aston Villa 2, Norwich City 0, Liverpool 3, Then on Sunday, it was Newcastle United 2, West Ham United 4, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Manchester City, the holders, 0. So I know we have interest in the English Premier League because so both teams where our lads are playing, Patson Daka playing for Leicester City, though he was an unused substitute, they won by 1-0. Then Brighton, where Mwene plays, they won also by 2-1, and Mwene played the first. So Enoch Mwepu played the first 45 minutes. Then was substituted in the second half. So Mwepu plays for Brighton. He played at least the first half. Then Patson Daka plays for Leicester City. He was an unused substitute. Then in the Spanish La Liga, results were as follows. On Friday, 13th August, was Valencia 1, Getafe 0. Then on Saturday, it was Mallorca 1, Real Betis 1, Cadiz 1, Levante 1, Alaves 1, Real Madrid 4. Then Osasuna 0, Espanyol 0. On Sunday, it was Celta Vigo 1, Atletico Madrid 2, Barcelona 4, Real Sociedad 2, Sevilla 3, Rayo Vallecano 0. Then Monday, yesterday, it was Villarreal 0, Granada 0, Elche 0, Athletic Bilbao 0. Right. So those are the results from the weekend. So before I introduce my guests in the studio, let's entertain ourselves to music. And this song is coming from MC Wabwino, titled Ona Kayako.
Mingala, 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 mingala tu. Yeah! Ati mingala, 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 mingala tu. Yeah! Mazambia niji polo polo mare. Niji polo polo. Mazambia niji polo polo mare. Niji polo polo. Bisha. Ona kayako. Alibuke mukote ambola. Ati Mazambio. Alibuke mukote ambola. Ona kayako. Mama, Wazambia ni chipolo polo mane, wazala ni bangwele. 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 Unakayako Alimu kote ya bola Ati wazamio Alimu kote ya bola Unakayako Alimu kote ya bola Ati wazamio Alimu kote ya bola Alimu mama ni mama mama Alimu mama ni mama mama Unakayako Alimu kote ya bola Ati wazamio Alimu kote ya bola Unakayako Alimu kote ya bola Ati wazamio Alimu kote ya bola Alimu mama 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 Alimu mama 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 Alimu kote ya bola Alimu kote ya bola
On Kayako by MC Wabwino is referred to as the elephant of Zambian music, giving us that Chipolo Polo song. Right, time for me to introduce my guests in the studio. I have a footballer and a bodybuilder. So I have, the first one is the 25-year-old Martha Ngoma. She is the Lusaka Dynamos Women Football Club captain. And she has been instrumental in making sure that the team performs well in the FARS Women's Super League. Right now, as I'm talking, they are second on the table. I know they lost over the weekend, but she's been instrumental. She's the defender. She can also play as number 6. That's Martha Ngoma. Warm welcome to the program, Martha Ngoma. We also have another Martha, coincidentally, but this one is Martha Ngoma. But anyway, they're both my tribal cousins. They're from the Eastern Province. Martha Ngoma, she is a bodybuilder. I'm sure you've heard of very few female bodybuilders, but there she is, Martha Ngoma. She is a female bodybuilder. She also once participated in the Miss Physique. That's her there. So those are the two Marthas. Ladies, you are welcome to the program. You can come and join me here so that we hear your stories, how you started your various careers. Okay, interesting. You are most welcome. Let me start with you, Martha. I know bodybuilding is referred to as a men's sport, but you are there, you joined. How did you get motivated? How did you start?
Okay, yes, and I don't know, but I think what motivated me the most is because I've always loved sports, and I always love challenging sports. So I think being a fitness trainer, it was very easy for me to join into bodybuilding. Yes.
Okay, who motivated you?
I think Melvin Mwemba did. He really did a lot. Yes.
Melvin Mwemba seems to be motivating a lot. I hosted him last week.
Yes, and Peter Chanda as well, because he's the one who even called me, because my first debut in bodybuilding was in 2019, actually, Mr. Lusaka. So I was called in a gunpoint. Like, okay, we need you to introduce women's bikini fitness and physique. So I available, and I said, okay, fine, let me give it a try. But it was a little bit challenging because that was my first time. But I did what I could.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it the first sport that you ever attempted to do, or you've been doing other sports disciplines?
I've been doing athletics from childhood, I think primary school, until club level. Then I joined rugby. And at the moment, I play rugby with Red Arrows Rugby Club as a winger.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, so you play rugby as well?
Yes.
Miss Physique indeed. Let's hear from Martha Ngoma. Tell us how you started playing football.
Really, I started playing football when I was in grade 6. Yeah, I usually like to play tumpombwa, like in the street. Like I got inspired by watching Thierry Henry. By then, I didn't even know women football was actually there. Not until I noticed by watching was this Martha from Brazil. Yeah, then I got interested in that.
Okay. Said when you were in grade 6, so meaning you were playing at school.
Yes.
And also, which community did you grow up in?
Kaffir.
Oh, Kaffir. So you were playing Chimpomba from Kaffir?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Which one was the first club you played for?
Kaffir Edu Sport.
Oh, okay. How were you welcomed at the club, and who inspired you to join Kaffir?
Really, there was no team in Kaffir. We formed the same team because it was for charity. It was an organization for vulnerable children. We were the first founders of the same team. Yes.
Okay. I know in Kaffir there's also another female team which was playing in the first league. Is it Kaffir Queens? Is it something
It's
like
Kaffir Cranes.
that? Kaffir Cranes, yes.
Yes.
You never played for Kaffir Cranes?
I know.
Okay. All right. And how was your transition from the team you were playing for? How did you move from that club to that?
Okay, I started playing football when I was in grade 6. Then I sat for my exams in grade 7. After writing for my exams, I was called for Buffaloes. By then, I was doing my school level there at Sengalumbwe. Then I finished my education. Again, I got back to Naboe up to grade 12. I get back to Buffaloes. I played for Buffalo for 4 years. Yes, then I had to move to Zesco. I played there for 5 years. Then I came back again I joined Buffaloes. After playing again for a year, we were promised a job. Then I left. There was nothing. I left. Then I had to go back to Zesco. Then I had to play a year again. Then I was called for the national duty. That was in 2010. I was called for a national duty. That was it was under 20. After playing under 20, then I was called to play in Congo for Bana Mazembe. I stayed there for 9 months. Yeah, but the league there is not competitive as in how we play in here because it's not a week in, week out league. You have to play like you play this week, then you rest for a month again. So it was very difficult for me. I had to move again to Ocean City in Congo, the champions of ladies team. I stayed there again for 6 months. Then I came back. I joined Indeni. I played Indeni for a year. Then I came back to Lusaka. I'm actually with Lusaka Dynamos now.
Quite a rich CV that you have. But you've never played for the national team?
I've played for the national team. That was for under 20. I started with under 17. That was the first under 17 in Zambia. We traveled to Ghana. By then it was a new team. It was a baby team. We lost Omwendawe. Then I went to under 20 again. I was the vice captain for the under 20. Then I graduated to senior. Yeah, not until now, struggling to go back again.
Okay, let's hear from Martha Ngoma again. Martha, what competitions have you competed in?
As far as the bodybuilding,
Yes.
I've just competed on Mr. Lusaka 2019 and Mr. Zambia Bikini Fitness 2019, which I came second.
Okay.
Yes, because
can you remember that event?
Yes. That was my major competition that I did. I came second.
You came second?
Yes.
That was Mr.
Mr. Zambia.
Mr. Zambia.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, great. Are you able to identify your competitors there?
Yes, there's Rachel Mawere, there's Bibiana, Lukonde, Sama, and Lindsay.
Is the winner among those?
Yes. The one far end in a light green bikini that she was holding her waist. Yes.
Okay, nice. How did you perform in this contest? I know you said you finished second. Were you happy with how you performed?
Yes, I was, because according to bodybuilding, we've got 5 categories. Yes. So with my body physicality, I was in bikini fitness, and with her, she was in the physique. So we've got main bodybuilding, then we've got physique, figure, and then fitness. So as in fitness, you don't need to build much muscles. So I think I was comfortable with that.
Okay.
But as for me, because it was my first major competition here in Zambia, as a big one for bodybuilding, so I was happy with the results, and that was I think it was a door opener for me. Like, okay, I can do this. So I really needed to work extra hard on my legs, building my muscles, especially on my quads and my glutes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now there's another photo where you had a medal. We'll be able to see that one. You tell us what medal that was. But so you told us about Mr. Zambia. So that's the one where you got a medal.
Yes, that's Mr. Zambia 2019.
Right.
And actually, I think I had qualified to go for the annual classic in 2020, but unfortunately, to the COVID pandemic, it blocked more opportunity to compete at that stage.
Okay. So how have you been preparing yourself? How have you been training?
And what I can say, bodybuilding is the most expensive sport, because it needs you working out almost like five times in a week. And your diet, you need to watch what you're eating, your food, your supplements that you're taking. So I think it wasn't really easy for me, because after Mr. Lusaka, it was okay. I wasn't really ready. But after that, I took myself into it. I was like, okay, let me try it and let me test the water. So I did my level best. I used to do a lot of cardio exercises, weightlifting.
Is that you there?
Yes.
Ah, okay. So you've really built your muscles, eh?
Yes, I have. It hasn't been really easy with the COVID pandemic, because the gyms were mostly closed. So we had to work out from homes. It's not easy without weights. So it has been a bit challenging, but I'm getting there.
Okay. Here you're just looking ordinary. So the muscles come out when you flex yourself, or what?
Yes, but not really. When you're flexing, they come out more, but a little bit bowed.
Okay. Where would you want to reach? How big do you want your body to be?
Not really that big. That's the reason why I chose bikini fitness, because that's where I'm comfortable. Because physique, you need to have a lot of muscles, but with bikini fitness, you just have to have a slim waistline, a little bit of some muscle build. Your glutes need to be tight, and on point your quads and your triceps, because you have like quarter tens. So each 10 you 10. The judge is supposed to check how your muscles are the way you're flexing the muscle. So I think bikini fitness for me, it's okay, because I don't really want to be so bulky.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I hear some other women are skeptical to be a bodybuilder or to be a boxer. What would be your word to those women who feel ungaononge beauty?
Let me say, look at me. I'm still looking. I think I'm looking beautiful. I am. It's. I know there's the myth of saying women are supposed to lift weights because you become too bulky. No, you won't. You can still lift weights and still look beautiful. But because as for me, it's a sport and it demands that I build muscle, so I have to do it. I think I would advise that a lot. I think some women should join in, so at least we can be a lot of us. So at least we can having that major competitions each year. Yes, and it's not really about becoming bulky. You can choose which category you are comfortable in. Yeah, according to your physicality, then that's okay.
All right. Let me hear from Martha Ngoma. Tell us your journey at Lusaka Dynamos, because it's a newly formed team. I call them babies born with teeth, because it's a new team and already there's, you are second on the table. How has it been at Lusaka Dynamos?
Wow. We're there to fight, like everyone is there to fight, like they want to become like Barbara. So we're not underestimating any team apparently. So as in, we're there to encourage each other, like to work extra hard. So as in for now, we're doing our best. Actually, we want to play CAF. So we'll fight so very hard. We're in a competition less. We're striving very hard, as in to be on top, to be recognized as well.
Okay. Which team were you playing there and which stadium was that?
Buffaloes, actually, they are the champions of the league.
That's the one you lost
Yes.
by 2-0.
Yes.
But defender, you didn't do your job. What happened in this match?
It was a tough game. It was really tough, but the best team carried the day. Yes.
Okay. Where do you think you went wrong?
Really, I can't blame my team. Neither I can't blame anyone, because playing Buffaloes was like, they are the champions of Zambia, and they are representing COSAFA this season. They are preparing adequately for them to be seen as in the world, as in Africa as well. So I'm sure some of our players were very nervous, because it was actually their first time to face them. And being the baby team, like it's a new team, we were just introduced, and we finally qualified to play in the National League. As in, on our position, Buffalo was prepared very hard, as in for us, maybe it was very difficult, because it was something, yeah.
Okay, but I would say it's not the same Buffaloes that we used to know, the one which had the likes of Barbara Banda,
Exactly.
Mary Mwakapira, Hazel Nari, players like Rachel Nachula. Yeah, all those players were not there.
Yes.
And yet you still lost.
Every player is there to prove herself. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How has it been? You know, you are the captain of the team, and everything rests on your shoulders. How has it been being a captain?
Actually, being a leader is something very hard, but you need to have a heart. You can be teased, mocked, but it takes the strong to survive. Yeah, I'm actually second to the technical bench, meaning I get the instructions from them. So I also have to deliver what the technical wants. So instead, I have to build them, I have to encourage them, I have to educate them as well in some ways. Yeah.
Okay. Which one would you say is the most lethal striker you've ever faced in the league?
Of course, Barbara.
Okay, okay. What attributes does she have that you are failing to contain her?
Speed. She can dribble. Prestige before power. She's got everything. Yeah.
Okay. In the other photo, I saw you with Noria Sosala, another legend in the game of women's football. How has it been facing Noria Sosala?
Actually, I know how Noria plays, because we're at the same club when I was with Indeni. So I know her weakness for now. She's actually not the same Noria we knew in the past. Yes. So with Noria, I can't say anything bad, neither good, but I know how to mark her.
You've played in Den already this season.
Yes.
How was the game? I know, yeah, there's a game where you played in Den and they were in blue, right?
Yes.
Okay, and you were in white.
We played them in week 5. We were at home. We won 1-0. Then we traveled to Ndola. We equalized. Actually, we came from behind. We won 2-1.
Okay. How can you describe your run so far? Being newcomers, you know, facing these teams that have been in the league already?
We're almost there, and the journey hasn't finished yet. Not until the last whistle. As our slogan said, to say bola ni nainte. Not until we finish on the same. Okay.
So I'm sure you should be on cloud 9, being second on the table.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And I know I've seen you're the one who was given a yellow card there.
Of course.
What happened? You were talking too much.
Not really. I was actually rough on Telesa, the goal scorer, the first goal scorer for Green Buffaloes. Actually, she was also my teammate at Indeni. So she hates being like marked, a tight marking. So it's like on her.
Right. Martha, Martha Ngoma, since you're both Marthas, Martha Ngoma, what do you love most between rugby and bodybuilding? You just like physical sports, eh?
Yes, I think I love challenging sports. I always want to challenge myself.
Mm.
Yes, I think I love both because right now I'm going full-time into bodybuilding. That's my decision that I've made. So I'm back in the gym working on 1 or 2 weaknesses because after a few months back I had injured myself. So I wasn't really training. So now I'm back in the gym and my saying is I want to go into bodybuilding full-time. I know it's not going to be easy because it's always a rough road, but I'm ready to throw in whatever I have to do.
Okay. There are myths that bodybuilding, you may just compromise your fertility. How true is that, Martha?
That's not true. Because actually I'm a mom of 2.
Oh,
So
wow.
and I still have a 6-pack, so it's not really true. It's unless, yes, people say that because other people go into bodybuilding, they use steroids. Yeah, so that disadvantage their fertility. But as for me, I want to be one of those bodybuilders wants to go in raw, as in I just want to use my own body, build it the way I want it, minus the steroids.
Mm.
You just have to watch what I have to eat. Because there are a lot of food stuff that you can eat that you build your muscles naturally, minus you using the steroids. But always people want to use steroids so they can build their muscle faster and quicker.
Okay. How easy is it to strip in front of so many people?
Actually, that's not really easy. I think 2019, during Mr. Zambia, that's when I realized that I was courageous. Because you need to be courageous to be on stage. Because trust me, when you're there are like hundreds of people watching. There are cameras everywhere. People are taking photos. People are yelling, nice bums, what? But you just have to be focused. You know why you're there.
And you have to close your ears.
Yes. So me, my eyes were on the judges because I knew when they say, okay, quarter tense, you're right. I know I'm supposed to show this part. So my focus was on what the judges were saying.
Okay.
Yes.
So which parts are do you display? You just mentioned one. Which parts do you display that are most important to the judges?
The quads, which are here,
Mm-hmm.
and the glutes, which are our bums, actually. Call them the glutes.
Okay.
Your back, your shoulders, and your triceps.
Okay.
And your abs as well, because you need to have a slim waistline.
Mm.
So that when you turn on your right, they say that photo, which really made me, actually I love it. It showed my waistline to be so lean and small.
Okay. Yeah. So how popular has the sport become among women, bodybuilding?
I think it's becoming popular now because I think because of the COVID pandemic, we were supposed to have a lot of competitions, actually from 2020 to now. But unfortunately, because of that, a lot of people were blocked. And most people are coming in. I can say it's really becoming popular. I think if what COVID is done, come 2022, we'll be good to go.
Okay. Do you think you should be having your own competition as opposed to you being the curtain raiser for the men's competition? Do you feel maybe you should be on your own?
I don't think so because bodybuilding, it's one, as in one, men and women. So we compete on the same stage but in different categories.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Don't you think you are swallowed because the attention obviously is more on the men? You were calling it Mr. Zambia, you're competing in Mr. Zambia competition, but you had your own category.
Yes.
Don't you think yours is watered down by the men's competition, which is usually known?
Yes, a little bit, because most people focus on the men's category. They're always looking up for Mwila, because it's a big guy on stage. And as for the women, that's when we are coming up. So these little contests that we are in for, I think they are good for now. But I think maybe in the near future, the president, Mr. Cornelius Chanda, maybe we'll look into that, so we can be having our own contest. Yes.
Martha Ngoma, do you want to do bodybuilding?
He knows.
Martha Ngoma, do you want to do football?
Football, I think I've got one-sided legs. I can't play football. Or both sports, football. I've tried volleyball, netball, handball. I've played handball. But football, I haven't even attempted to. Maybe as a goalkeeper.
Martha Ngoma, which other sports discipline do you think you would do apart from football?
Rugby, I think.
Rugby?
Yeah.
But you've never attempted. It's just your.
You know, during training, maybe when loosening, we do a bit like for recovery. Yes.
Okay. You are 25 now. How much hope do you have to play for the national team, the senior team?
I've got hope, yeah. I might get back probably this season one. I'm fighting very hard for me to get back. Yes.
Okay, that's good. Martha Ngoma, so you've only competed in 2 championships.
Yes.
And that was 2 years ago.
Yes.
What are you thinking about now?
My mind is really focused on it, as in when you're planning on to getting bodybuilding as a full-time in bodybuilding, you need to make up your mind as in exactly what you want. You need to choose your base category, and I've gone for the bikini fitness because I want to be too bulky. So my main focus is to get back into form, because anything can happen at any time, because I was talking to the IBBF president, Mr. Cornelius, this afternoon. And I think they're still pushing for Mr. Zambia this year at the end of the year. So I need to be focused and ready for that.
Right. How lucrative is the sport? Is there money? Because, you know, people when joining sports disciplines, they look at how are they going to put bread and butter on their table.
Yes. Unfortunately, that's when we are coming up, say, with the women's. The men's, it has been there for quite some time. But as for women's, we're the one who brought it up, the one who started the bikini fitness. So as at now, we cannot look into the money. We know we need money. We need to sustain our lives. But at some point, maybe once I compete on a major contest, a big competition like IBBF, maybe in South Africa, I get a pro card, then definitely that would be good for me. And that's my aim.
That's your aim?
Yes.
Have you ever thought of being a strong woman? The other week I hosted Cherry Muchindu, who lifts heavy weights. Do you think in those lines?
Yes. Actually, I might join them.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Martha Nguni, how has football helped you?
It has really helped me in school-wise. I've done free education through sport.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. What about you, Martha Ngoma?
Sports have really helped me a lot, mentally, physical, being physically fit, and mentally, actually. So it has really helped me a lot. I think when I've learned a lot through sports, yes, because I've mingled with a lot of people, big people in society, and I think career-wise, it has really helped me with my fitness training, because from that I am able to get 1 or 2 few clients of my own. So it has really helped me a lot.
All right. Let's display the quiz photo again and see if we can get 1 or 2 calls. If people can identify the sports personality on the screen. Who is that sports personality? He is a Zambian legend in a certain sports discipline. He's won so many titles. Who is that sports personality? Give us a call. The number will be displayed on the screen. Give us a call. So for now, before we go to the challenges and before I receive your calls, let's take a musical break. And this time, we'll be introducing Sakala Brothers with a song titled Bola.
Please, boss, forgive me. I've gotta go. Today there is Ebola, me no appetite. Today maybe just after Ebola. Guys, quickly, msanga. Me wants to go see Ebola. There is tension in the city. There is pressure everywhere. Boliro. Master dribbler, Katambe bola ine. Katambe bola. Kukalipa, tinga kalipe baba. Kuma kukalipa, kuma sira. Kuma bola efe, sisira. Bola sisira baba. Bola. Bring it on. Bola.
That's Bola by Sakala Brothers. Memories still fresh on that day, 13th February 2012. The final was played on 12th February, but we arrived back in the country on the 13th of February. Memorable, quite memorable. And of course, Bola brings people together. Looking forward to the first game for Zambia in the World Cup qualifiers on the 3rd of April when they play Mauritania. Then later on, they host Tunisia at Levi Mwanawasa Stadium. Looking forward to those World Cup qualifiers. Hope Beston Chambesh is coming up with a formidable side. All right, so the number is displayed on the screen. Call us to tell us who that sports personality is in that photo. Let me engage my guests before I subject them to the challenges. Martha Ngoma, what next for you?
What next for me is I need to get ready and be in form, in readiness of maybe we might have Mr. Zambia by the end of the year and probably qualify for some big contest because I think I really want to get a pro card. I want to be the first Zambian female into bodybuilding to get a pro card. So I'm really focused on that and on Mr. Olympia. But with a pro card, you can get it depending on the stage or the country you go to compete with. And I think the first country will be South Africa because there are really, really a lot of women who are into bodybuilding there. And in Zimbabwe, because I've got a person, an athlete who I normally talk with, Precious Mujuru from Zimbabwe. And she's really been so helpful with the advices on what I need to eat, what I really need to work on, my costumes, the major parts of my body. So I think my main focus right now is to be in form.
Okay. You've been managing to buy supplements?
With me, I don't really like supplements. But some, yes. But I'm just watching my my food.
Okay.
Yes, my diet, and so that I build my muscles. Because mostly what I take for my protein, eggs. So I think on the supplement side, not really that much. I'm not really that much into the supplements.
Okay. What will make you satisfied in your career? What do you want to achieve at the end of the day? When you achieve that thing, you say, no, now I can even retire.
I want to get a pro card.
Pro card. Okay. Right. Martha Nguni, how far do you want to go in your football career?
Well, I'm training very hard. Like there's an incoming camp. I hit probably next week. They'll join camp for COSAFA qualifying. So I'm training very hard. Hopefully, I'll be one of them.
Right. That's Martha Nguni. So let me subject the two Marthas to a challenge. So ladies, you start with wrestling first. So you go to that table there, even as we are waiting for a code to come through to identify that photo. So you can go to that table there. I've already sanitized you. Okay. Yes. So it's the battle of the two Marthas, Martha Nguni and Martha Ngoma, the two Eastern ladies. So, ladies, you can be set. You can put your elbows there. Yes. So I'm sure Martha Nguni should take care. You should be able to manage that one. I'm sure Martha Ngoma should be a walkover. Okay. So under 3 seconds, I'll be able to tell you to go. 1, 2, 3, go. Martha Nguni versus Martha Ngoma. Who is the strongest? Foul play. Martha Ngoma, you raise your elbow. No raising. You raise your elbow. So you start again. So no raising. It has to be resting nicely on the table. Okay, so under 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. No, wait. When I say go, that's when you go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Martha Ngoma versus Martha Nguni. This time, Martha Ngoma wins convincingly. All right. Do you want a rematch, Martha Nguni?
No, she's a bodybuilder. I'm a footballer.
Okay. All right. I'll subject you to press-ups now.
But
we'll
really?
See. Yes. We'll see. Since you say you are physically fit, yes, so you can put your arms,
let me try and tie my hair.
Okay. I'm waiting for you patiently. That would be an excuse. Say, no, I didn't
It will take
feel
how long?
because... Okay. So under 3 seconds, you start going. I'll see who, no cheating.
Okay.
Yes. Under 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2. We'll see. Martha Ngoma up against Martha Nguni. So one is a bodybuilder, the other one is a footballer. We'll see who will do more press-ups. Martha Ngoma looks very strong so far. She's done so many. Martha Nguni is slowing down. We don't know whether she's tired or not. Martha Ngoma going strong and strong. Is she going to beat the counterpart? Yes, the ladies are still going. Let's go, girls. Let's go, girls. Let's go, girls. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We'll see. We'll see.
Mommy.
Oh.
50 was enough.
Martha Nguni has given up so easily. So the victor again is Martha Ngoma. So she's won both the arm wrestling and press-ups. Well done. You can come and take a seat. So the battle goes to how old are you, Martha Ngoma?
I'm 27.
27. Martha, wachiraba mfye myaka nangu shani. Okay, so that's the program for today. Thank you so much for watching. I was hosting the two ladies, Martha Nguni, who is the captain for Lusaka Dynamos ladies team, and also Martha Ngoma, who is a bodybuilder, and she's also competed in Mr. Zambia and also Mr. Lusaka. Until next week when I come with another set of guests, my name is Modern Sinkara. Goodbye.